Anthropic just released Claude Opus 4.7. Right now, it's sitting at the top of the benchmarks, pulling ahead of OpenAI's GPT 5.4 and Google's Gemini 3.1 Pro. Looking at this timeline of AI models, you might see headlines about an unreleased project called Mythos that Anthropic deemed too dangerous to launch. We are going to cross that out. PR noise doesn't help you get work done. Instead, focus on the tools we actually have access to today. The available ecosystem revolves around three distinct pillars: Opus 4.7, Claude Code, and Claude Cowork. Opus 4.7 is built for a different purpose than its predecessors. It moves away from acting as a fast conversationalist and operates as a dedicated execution engine. The question you have to answer before subscribing is not whether this is the smartest AI on the market. It is whether your specific daily workflow actually requires a heavy-duty execution tool. Using Opus 4.7 requires you to change how you approach an AI interface. You are engaging a heavy, slow-turning machine. You trade the immediate, snappy responses of standard chat windows for a system that demands highly detailed, carefully structured prompting. In return for that extra setup time, you get high zero-shot accuracy. It executes complex tasks, like writing hundreds of lines of code for an interactive application, correctly on the first attempt. You pay with convenience to buy precision. Your interaction shifts from a casual back-and-forth chat to delivering precise, comprehensive project briefs. This effort versus output matrix maps out how to evaluate the model's tasks. If you throw in a quick prompt asking for YouTube title ideas, you get low effort and low impact, sitting down here in the bottom left. Opus 4.7 introduces a feature called adaptive thinking. Instead of returning an immediate answer, the model self-regulates its reasoning time, spending extra cycles to plan out its response based on the complexity of your prompt. When you feed it a detailed technical prompt, it pushes up into the top right quadrant. It can generate a fully functional 1,500-line 3D interactive Earth visualization in a single pass. The cost of this processing depth is severe generation delay. In side-by-side tests, generating these outputs takes up to 5 times longer than older models. If you rely on AI to rapidly bounce ideas around or draft quick emails, this latency creates a frustrating bottleneck. The math only works if the final output is highly complex. The slowdown from adaptive thinking provides a return on your time investment strictly when the task requires perfection on the first try. To steer this reasoning capability, you have to write hyper-detailed instructions. The model analyzes prompts closely and follows constraints exactly as written. When asked to recreate an interactive website mirroring the exact 1996 aesthetic of the original Space Jam poster, it selects the right colors, layout, and visual tools without requiring corrections. But if you drop in a casual one-sentence request, you hit a failure state. You will wait through the extended reasoning time only to get a generic output that older, faster models could have provided in seconds. Paying $20 a month for Opus 4.7 is a waste of money if you avoid the prompt engineering learning curve. The system requires meticulous input to justify its cost. Look at the scorecard comparing context limits. Opus 4.7 maintains a 200,000 token limit in the standard app, but offers a massive 1 million token context window through the API, rivaling the top tiers from OpenAI and Google. This capacity allows you to upload massive literature datasets in a single prompt. You can feed it the entirety of War and Peace without hitting a data ceiling. It processes thousands of pages and synthesizes the narrative arcs into smooth, scroll-driven visual data representations right inside the chat window. The hidden trade-off here is the immense cognitive load placed on you. When a model digests a 2,000-page novel and outputs a summary visualization, verifying that data for accuracy becomes a massive project of its own. While these outputs are technically mobile optimized, reviewing large-scale visual data representations on a phone screen hits a physical usability limit. Analyzing data at this scale shifts your role. You stop being a creator writing a prompt, and you become an auditor verifying the output. Anthropic is also moving away from a single centralized interface. They've introduced dedicated desktop applications called Claude Code and Claude Cowork. Claude Code acts as a standalone coding environment, while Cowork handles knowledge work and strategic planning. These integrate directly into deep developer environments and project management systems. This creates friction. You no longer have one unified chat window for every task. You have to choose the right specific application for the job you are doing. Anthropic is intentionally splitting its user base into specialized environments. The era of the one-size-fits-all AI dashboard is ending, replaced by purpose-built tools. Here is the decision tree for Opus 4.7. This platform rewards rigorous preparation and penalizes impatience. Let's look at 3 distinct profiles. If you are a developer or data analyst requiring complex, self-contained coding solutions, the verdict is a yes. You get unmatched artifact generation. If you are a project manager or researcher tasked with synthesizing massive million-token documents, the verdict is yes. The API handles the scale perfectly. But if you are a casual user looking for quick copywriting, fast brainstorming, or rapid email drafting, the answer is no. The platform is too slow and introduces too much friction. Upgrading to Opus 4.7 only makes sense if you are willing to rebuild your daily workflow to match the demands of a dedicated execution engine.